So I hit on sneakers in September of 2019 and grabbed this pair of the Varsity Red and White Supreme collab Nike SB Dunk Lows. I haven't got around to wearing these, and truthfully I was hanging on to them because I was anticipating a high resale given the Supreme nameplate on here, and then just using that additional money to buy something else that I'd prefer to have. Unfortunately, this pair, along with the two others in the pack, absolutely bricked despite the hype with the Supreme name behind them. I have this sort of stigma with sneakers that if people in general don't like them, it's sort of my time to swoop in and rock them proudly. People aren't picking them up and resale is relatively low, so I figured it's a great excuse to pick up yet another colorway. And comparatively speaking, grabbing the shoes that I'm about to show you for around $200 is an absolute bargain, especially compared to what other SB Dunks are going for. Starting with the box, these now come with the now past generation Nike SB Quick Strike box, which is this half black and teal tone. At the size tag, you can see that they're a Dunk Low OG QS, or Quick Strike. Inside the box is standard SB wood grain paper, as well as extras including the original receipt from Nike that the seller provided, as well as the Supreme hang tag, which I'm particularly excited about because my red and white pair back there didn't come with a pair. Some scum from Nike grabbed it, so I'm still actually pretty tight about it. Getting to the shoes themselves, they're in this two-tone metallic gold and navy blue color. The smooth leather on here looks to be synthetic, and the quality of it is so-so, which is what I particularly think turned people away from these. Just from my past experiences with Nike and sneakers like this, smooth leather of this sort of grade and feel is prone to showing creasing in such a terrible way. A good comparison of the leather on this SB Dunk could be to this recent Air Jordan 1 Mid that I picked up. So these Air Jordan 1 Mids utilize a similar, smooth, synthetic feeling leather. Just by feel alone on both of these sneakers, you could feel that they have this distinct stiffness to them, and you could just tell that they won't wear that nicely. People forget that these sneakers don't go for too much. This one at $115 and this one right around $100. So you shouldn't expect crazy materials. And even beyond that, these aren't listed as a premium dunk, so if you get these at retail, you do really get what you pay for. Aside from the leather, a detail in here that's different from any other SB Dunk is the jewel swoosh. You may be familiar with other Nike silhouettes that utilize the jewel swoosh, but never really on the Dunk. I know a lot of people weren't fans of the jewel swoosh usage on the Supreme collab, but personally I think it's a cool look. I like how the swoosh stays at the mid panel and doesn't travel back to the heel like on every other dunk. I just think it shows how clean the back paneling of the dunk can actually be. And to compensate for that sort of blank space is the Supreme patch right here at the heel counter. In my mind, it pays homage to the stars that could be found on the 3 pairs of the Dunk High from back in the day. That isn't confirmed and may be a reach, but that's just my thinking. I know a lot of people aren't big on this star patch either, but I think it adds a balance to the sneaker to make up for the sort of blank space, as I mentioned. More Supreme detailing could be found at the mismatched red insoles, as well as the dual sets of blue and white laces that read World and Famous on the lace tips. These come factory laced with the blue laces, but I think I prefer the look of the white laces on here, at least for the summer. Other standard SB Dunk items include the fat or stuffed tongue with the Nike SB branding in black on a white patch. In my opinion, maybe they could have added a Supreme logo at the patch just to make them pop a bit more. Checking out the outsole is this gold painted one. On video, it looks like it could pass as a gum outsole, but it isn't. As for sizing, my foot measures as a true 9.5, but I usually opt for 10s in dunks because I find them to run a bit snug around the toe. With this specific pair though, I went with a 9.5, mainly because that was the deal at hand. In having them in hand though, I feel that this leather is pliable enough that after a few wears, these will break in nicely and fit my foot perfectly. It wouldn't be a full sneaker review if I didn't give you guys my take on these. And to start, the 3 pairs, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video in this pack, definitely weren't well received by the masses. Beyond just the poor quality material usage, the overall theme of the 3 pairs from this pack was definitely much more toned down compared to Supreme and Dunk collabs of the past. But to me, sometimes less is more, and a flashy, over-branded sneaker isn't always what I want to be wearing on my feet. That being said, while the color blocking on here is a bit out there with the gold, I like the overall simplicity of just 2 main colors on a sneaker. To my surprise, I don't have that many navy blue based sneakers, or really any at all that utilize a gold as primary colors. so these were definitely a great add to the collection. I also think this is a great year-round shoe, and with the bright white laces could be perfect for the spring and summer seasons, while the muted navy blue can be thrown in for the fall and winter. If you're looking to buy a simple, clean, and wearable dunk, you really can't go wrong with this one. As I mentioned earlier in the video, resale prices on any of the 3 colorways aren't too bad right now, and if you find them for a good deal, you could grab them for under $200. While that may seem like a high price, if you check out the resale market and see what other SB dunks are going for, these are pretty much a bargain, and again, that's comparatively speaking. I don't anticipate these to be a super collectible sneaker to own down the road, but then again, who really knows? Overall, if you're interested in buying these to wear them and not stash them away in your collection, then I definitely recommend going ahead and pulling the trigger now while you can. That's all I have for this video though. Is this one of the better recent SB releases? Or do you think this pair, along with the 2 other pairs from the pack, really disappoint you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to read all about it. If you're enjoying content like this, let me know by dropping a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I've been consistently making sneaker content for about 2 years now, so doing those 2 things really helps in growing the channel even more. And be sure to follow me on Instagram @StuffDylanLikes for more updates on what I've been picking up recently. That's all for now though. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one.